Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayla King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I was always gonna talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind. Yeah.
Hey yo, it's your boy Young Gotti, and right about now I'm back with another video for you. Let's get right into it. No copper. Come on, let's go. Okay, so Young Thug is free at last. Like, anywhere you are in the world, I dare to say this. Knowing about this case from where it started to now that it's gotten to this point, you are super, duper, duper excited. Unless you're some hater of some sort, like, or some real shit. So now, before I go further to say anything about this speed, I'm going to show you a video of Maria the scientist, his girlfriend who held it down for him while he was under the police custody. Like, she was praying, making a statement, appreciating God for Young Thug. And actually, she called off a tour, like cancelled herself from the tour with Lato. Is it Lato now? Yeah, with Lato halfway through to go meet Young Thug as soon as she heard the news. Check this out. No cap.
I just want to thank God for the day. I want to thank you for life, light, and love. I want to thank you for our family and our friends. I want to thank you for Jeff and our relationship. This has really been a long time coming, and it has been really hard. But I'm appreciative that you kept showing up for me and supporting me. There was people who was telling me I would never see him again. There was people who was laughing at me and laughing at the situation, making fun of us. And this shit's so fucking crazy, man. It's supposed to be a prayer. Come on. Thank you, God. And amen. Now back to you. All you motherfuckers who doubted me and doubted this shit and said this nigga was never coming back, fuck all y'all. What you gonna say now, bitch?
And now that we've gotten that out of the way, it's good for us to note that his release, or the reason for his being freed, actually comes from a tweet which he tweeted in 2018. Now, what about the tweet? A fan actually asked who wrote Anybody by him and Nicki Minaj, and then he tagged Nicki Minaj and said Nicki wrote it, you feel me? Now, why is that significant? In a certain lyric of the song, he actually stated or talked about killing, and the police or the court argued that he was talking about his reality. Now, knowing fully well that it wasn't written by him but written by Nicki, that definitely couldn't have been his reality, hence he was freed. Here is the case in court.
I never killed nobody, but I got something to do with that body. If the state just bothered to talk with anybody, that is a Nicki Minaj song with Jeffrey Williams. It is written by Nicki Minaj. That is on the text messages I gave, not the text message, the Instagram or Twitter rather, that I gave to the state. That is out well up before this, but the state doesn't care. This is out in 2015 or 16 or 17 or 18, I can't remember, I think 18, where Mr. Williams was asked who wrote Anybody, and his response is Anybody was written by Nicki Minaj, and it was.
And of course, one thing is for sure, just like some things will forever remain the same. Upon hearing this news, fans of Nicki Minaj has gone on Twitter, on Instagram, on various platforms to, praise Nicki Minaj and call her the GOAT of rap and some shit. I don't know how that relates anyway. This one said, Nicki saved you. Another, oh God, Nicki saving the day once again. Another, Queen Nicki's pen, damn, near saved you. Everybody stream Anybody. And finally, imagine thinking she isn't the best female rapper of all time. How does that even relate? Anyways, so moving on to another jail or police related story, not the Dirk this time, but Tori. Upon the release of Megan Thee Stallion's documentary, in which she basically documented significant parts of her life, you feel me, where she's coming from and how she's gotten here, talk about herself before fame, the mom's death, woo and shit, you feel me? So now, the part that has seemed to have gotten the crowd, like everybody buzzing upon hearing it, is where she confessed that she actually lied to Gayla King when she was asked about a sexual relationship with Tory. Now, upon doing this, she said, yes, she lied. She actually had sex with him on a drunk night, maybe once or twice, you feel me? Now, while she was doing this, she was constantly recalling Gayla King a bitch. Like, she was just saying it over and over again, you dig?
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayla King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even finna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
And of course, upon the release of this video, fans of Tory have been tripping, and his team has come out to make an official statement saying that Tory basically needs to be released. That how can they trust the credibility of Megan Thee Stallion as a witness if she could lie about their sexual relationship and coming out later on to say like this in one way or the other is significant to the case. You feel me? Now, and also they're trying to say the police or the court actually attested to the fact that some of the statements she made in court were quite different and not in consonance with the statement she made with the police. So adding this whole P as she also intentionally keeping a certain truth, which is as to a sexual relationship with Tory, they're like, come on, how can we trust her? Tory should basically be released or never should have been jailed in the first place. Of course, some persons are like, no, that has got nothing to do with shooting and shit like that. Like, the whole case is crazy. And as for her constantly calling Gayla King a bitch, here is a statement from Gayla King. Like, she basically said fans have been calling, texting, you know, tweeting and saying, look at what Megan called you. And I felt like hearing this is definitely a statement from the king. Like, check this out.
Hey, I'm just sitting here minding my own business. People are reaching out to me saying, hey, Gail, Megan Thee Stallion just called you a bitch. Well, I know you're expecting me, or maybe you're thinking I have something negative to say. I do not. I have nothing but great love and respect for Megan Thee Stallion, cheering her on always. But there's so much bigger things that are happening in the world, like radio today. There's so much to discuss. The election, 5 days and counting. 5 days. Are you ready? We're going to talk about that today.
And so with this, I'm finna come to the end of this video. Kindly please let me know what your thoughts are as to, you know, the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation with Tory, and also her calling Gayla King a bitch. And also about Young Thug and him being released, Maria the Scientist as well. Like, just buzz in the comment sections, okay? With this, I'm finna say peace. It's your boy Young Gotti. Kindly please like and kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed, or you're not new and for some reason you're still not subscribed, kindly please do subscribe. Once more, I'm finna say peace. It's your boy Young Gotti. No copper. Bye-bye.